So Pete, what's the value of all this real-time insight in terms of sales leads?
Well, during an actual visit, of course, we can be scoring individuals based on not just dwell time, but mixing that in with particular products of interest that could be ranked higher than others, hot new products that you want to focus in on. And basically that gives you a score. And the higher the score, then potentially the more valuable the lead. And all of that information goes through into the Zuant cloud so that you can really follow up as well as you could, if not better than a live show, with a thank you email, with some content that relates to the items you were looking at in the space. So it's very customized and focused, personalized to that visitor.
Do you have an example of perhaps a physical space versus a virtual space, and why a virtual space actually might be a better lead capture, real-time insights for sales team follow-up?
For sure. I mean, there are lots of good examples. One well-known one, of course, is the Plug Power factory launch about a year ago. That was a client that approached us because they wanted the classic Zuant product for their shows, and then they saw the Matterport Zuant 3D combination, and suddenly a light bulb went off and said, right, we're doing a factory launch. The CEO doesn't want lots of people in person wandering around the factory, lots of confidential information, new processes that he didn't want to share with the outside world. So we went completely virtual on the Zuant 3D Matterport platform. And whereas if you'd been hosting a live PR visit, press, and so on, you might have been restricted to a couple of hundred people. We were absolutely blown away by the fact that they had more like 2,000 visitors attend this launch in the period of 60 minutes. And during that time, there was huge engagement. So with the analytics that Sam was describing, you could actually see this spike, and the fact that the average visitor had stayed and done the complete factory tour. They hadn't just dipped in at the start and disappeared again. So it showed that longer term engagement. And you'd never have carried that out in person. So having a digital twin of a factory like that has so many uses, and that was a really good example.
Sam, is there anything to add about that Plug Power plus Matterport plus Zuant 3D experience in terms of the data analytics, the real-time insights of how that perhaps was even different than the physical experience?
I think the only key thing to mention is it's still ticking away and gathering leads now. So it has an endless lifetime.
Cool. So for those that want to do a deeper dive on that Plug Power experience with Matterport plus Zuant 3D for lead capture, real-time insights for that factory open, we did a full hour show on that topic. A short link to get there, WGAN.info/Zuant 3D on WGAN, and just look for the show Case Study Plug Power Lead Generation powered by Zuant 3D plus Matterport.